Hello, welcome back to Moonlit Path Tarot. So today we're just going to do a collective reading because I feel like I haven't done one of those in a while. We'll do a collective past, present, and future reading with some initials, some significant numbers, and we'll also get some clarifiers. Let me just turn the light on 1 second. All right, let's see. So let's get started, shall we? Spirit, for the collective, for their recent past. What do you have for their recent past? All right, King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's see, one more for the collective's recent past. Okay, Eight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So let's see, you could have cut somebody off. The King of Swords is a very cut-off energy, but if it's not that, it's a very direct, blunt, cold energy, and the Page of Cups is like a youthful, optimistic, when pigs fly, but not in like a negative way kind of energy. It could also be a new relationship of some kind. And then the Eight of Wands is like quick, fast communication. It's speed, velocity, just like quick. So it can be quick coming text messages, phone calls, things like that. So I'm not too clear on what exactly is going on with your recent past. Maybe you cut somebody off, you cut off a new relationship, or this is also about communication. This is somebody who's very fair and very direct. He's just not emotional, right? So this is totally not emotional. This is very emotional, and this is like quick communication of some kind, or just some kind of quick energy. So let's see. We'll get some clarifiers, so don't worry. So what do you have for the collective's current energy? Let's see. Okay, King of Pentacles. This is the opposite of this dude. So this dude is warm, loving, kind, generous, somebody who's financially independent, somebody who's financially stable, but this can also be investing in yourself. So this could be your energy. You're investing in yourself currently. What else do we have for the collective's current energy, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, I love that for you. Wheel of Fortune. All right, so awesome. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about leveling up karmically, right? So it's things starting to turn around for you. So let's see, what else do you have for the collective's current energy, Spirit? Wow, okay, awesome. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so lots of earth energy. So we have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so this could be a new job of some kind, a move, like a new home. This could be a new relationship or just some kind of new offer. Because for your current energy, we have you either investing in yourself, if this isn't about your finances, you're working on your finances. So this can be that things are going to start turning in your favor, because if you're investing in yourself, then you're leveling up karmically, and then you're going to receive some kind of offer. So I'm not sure. We'll get some more clarifiers because I'm not 100% sure what's going on yet. I don't see anything like too negative going on. There's really no negative cards at all right now. So for your recent past, it could just be somebody or someone got cut off, an idea you had got cut off, or it could just be that you're starting to communicate this idea that you have, right? And then it's going to start to pick up quickly, which could be some kind of new business or investing in yourself of some kind. So we'll see. So what do you have for the collective's near future energy, Spirit? What do we have for the collective and their near future? Okay, Four of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This can be like saving money. It can be hoarding money. It can be holding on tightly to something. We'll see. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. One more for the collective's near future. Three of Pentacles. Oh, okay, awesome. So I don't necessarily see this as hoarding money with the Ten of Pentacles coming out. So this, lots and lots of earth. You may be an earth sign. You may be dealing with an earth sign. This could just be about jobs, because pentacles are about coins, which can be job. So for the near future, if this isn't like hoarding money, this can also be holding on tightly to something, but it can also be saving money, right? So you're saving money for the future, or that's what you're doing in your current energy. So you're saving money in the future. And when I say future, I usually it's 1 to 3 months, but I just kind of feel like lately everybody's been kind of on different trajectories. So I kind of just like to spread it out a little bit. So now I'm kind of starting to focus more on 1 to 6 months. So within like 1 to 6 months. So we have Four of Pentacles, which can be saving money. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Three of Pentacles. This is community, collaboration, working together with other people. So you may be offered a new job where you're collaborating with other people. You may be investing in yourself, starting a new business, and you're collaborating or working together, or you moved and found some sense of community with other people. But ultimately, this is really great because the Ten of Pentacles is the family card, but it's also financial security. It is being set, right? It's not wanting anything. It's not lacking money. This is like financial independence, financial abundance on top of the family card, right? So a partnership of some kind. You may be starting a business or maybe partnering with somebody for a new business, or I don't know. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which is overcoming obstacles. It's victory, success. It's recognition for your hard work. So let's see. Clarify the King of Swords for the collective's recent past, please. Okay, the Hierophant, which is Taurus. So this could be, this is about tradition. It's also about like relationships or commitment. So some kind of commitment or relationship may have ended, and so you may have just cut it off because the Hierophant it's the Taurus's card. You may have been dealing with a Taurus. You may be an air sign. But really, the Hierophant is about commitment and like tradition. So traditional jobs like banking, credit unions, things like that. Either some kind of traditional job was cut off and you quit it and you walked away, or you walked away from a Taurus, or could be that a Taurus walked away from you. It doesn't really matter. Either way, this commitment energy has kind of just been cut off. So right next to that was the relationship. This is like a new relationship. So I don't know. It could be an earth sign you've cut off, an earth sign that has cut you off, or I don't know, some kind of job that ended. Let's see. For the Page of Cups, please clarify the Page of Cups for me. Okay, yeah. Scorpio, death. So some kind of relationship ended. Like this is just an ending of some kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but the Page of Cups is a very relationship kind of card, right? So this could just be your energy simply. You cut off somebody, somebody cut you off, or just something came to an end, because the King of Swords, like I said, is not the King of Pentacles. He doesn't mince words. He doesn't speak unnecessarily. It's just this. I'm in charge, my way or the highway, do it or get out, right? So something has been cut off or come to an end. Eight of Wands. Clarify the Eight of Wands for the collective's recent past, Spirit. The collective's recent past energy, please clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay, clarified by the Seven of Swords. So somebody was being sneaky. Somebody had bad intentions. Somebody was being a liar. Because this is the liar card, right? But it ultimately comes down to intention and whether or not people's intentions are good or bad. So like, I have given this example a million times, right? If there's a baby formula shortage and you just had a baby and your baby is starving, so you go steal a can of baby formula, the universe isn't looking at you as a thief that needs to be punished, right? You're doing what's necessary for survival. These crows are pissed off that he's stealing their feathers, but it's winter, it's cold. Ultimately, it would have been better if he had asked, right? But it's about survival, ultimately. So this card is all about intention. So if there's a baby formula shortage and you go and steal a bunch of it to upsell it to mothers in need, that's something that needs to be dealt with karmically and swiftly. The universe can see that shit, right? So ultimately, it comes down to intention. So somebody either was sneaky, had bad intentions, wasn't being honest with you, or something had to come to an end because of something somebody did, right? So I just don't like this energy. I know I said I like this energy, this current down, this past up. I'm not loving that for you. So whatever it is, it seems like a good thing that it came to an end, because this person was either being sneaky, not making time for you, being very cold to you, was very immature, because the page is right next to the king. So if you were the King of Swords, you could have cut them off, but they could have been the page. They could have just been really immature, right? So I don't know, could be a job, could be a person, could be I don't know, landlord situation, only you know, right? So maybe you had to move, we'll see. So for the King of Pentacles and the collective's current energy, Spirit, clarify the King of Pentacles for me. What's up with their current energy? Clarify the King of Pentacles. Okay. So the King of Pentacles, ultimately, like I said, is about investing in yourself. So if your current energy is financially abundant, it's investing in yourself, it's a warm, loving, kind energy, clarified by the Seven of Cups. So if this is a job or like a move, you may have a lot of options, or you may be a little bit confused at the moment on what to invest in specifically, or how to move forward, what to choose. Like, is this the right job? Is this the right place? Is this the right person? You just may have options that may be slightly confusing you at the moment, but we'll see. So clarify the Wheel of Fortune for me, please. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Hermit, which is Virgo, and Page of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, so this is kind of leveling up karmically, but it's also going within. So the wheel is turning in your favor, but you had to go within. So the Hermit is intentionally pulling back your energy. It's withdrawing, right? The Hangman is like an intentional pause. This is an intentional withdrawal. So you've withdrawn either into yourself, or you're taking a break from kind of the world, relationships, or what's next. Because with the Seven of Cups kind of tells me not necessarily that you're confused, but it just maybe you could be confused. Like, it's not going to take whatever resonates, right? Everything won't be for everyone. So if that's not for you, let it fly, let it be for the next person. But Seven of Cups is kind of a, what do I choose? Where do I go? What do I do? I have a lot of options and I'm not 100% sure which one I should be picking, right? So that being clarified, the Wheel of Fortune with the Hermit and the Page of Swords, you may be just like retreating into yourself, right? So it's like going within to gain introspection, knowledge, and then the Page of Swords is about a learning energy, right? So you may be learning how to live without somebody if you just went through a breakup. You may be learning how to live on your own, or you may be learning how to start a new job or invest in your own career. But this is ultimately a pause and then a student energy, right? Because the King and the Page are not quite the same. That's why I said immature, mature, not the same, right? Not that the Page is always immature, it's just kind of like the beginning, right? So like, for example, the Page of Pentacles is like the beginning stages of something. So it's like if you had left one job and now you're at a new job, you're in the beginning stages of it. You're learning the trade, you're learning the job, you're learning how to do it, right? So if this is a job, a person, take it as it resonates. Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck, something that you left that broke your heart, obviously, with the Seven of Swords and the death and rebirth. Even if somebody, even if it's a relationship and somebody treats you bad, it's not like they treat you bad all the time, right? So it's hard, right? It is really hard to start all the way over and learn how to live without someone that you've been with for a long time, or learn how to do a completely new job that you've never done before, or just starting over, period, right? Because aces are all about new beginnings, especially if it's the Ace of Pentacles. This is something you can physically see, right? So this could be a move or an offer or a new job, but it's ultimately a new beginning. And then the Page of Swords is the beginning stages of learning something. This is like a student information, right? So clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the collective's current energy. Okay, cool. Yeah, Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this is about looking ahead to the future, right? This is, it's things that are really, really close. It's not like she's, in the middle of the desert wishing she was at the ocean. She's at the ocean with her surfboard. She's about to step into the water. So it's union that's about to be happening, but it's also looking ahead to the future, planning for the future. So if you've moved, you're now planning for the future. If you want to move, you're looking ahead to save the money to get moving, right? Or if this is a new job, you're still planning ahead for the future. So right now for your current energy, I'm kind of just getting that you are investing in yourself. You may have some options or some choices that you don't necessarily know what to do with yet. So you're just kind of withdrawing and you're kind of taking a break and learning how to do something new or be on your own, or learning how to start over, and you're looking ahead to the future. So let's see, for the Four of Pentacles for the collective's near future energy, what do we have for their near future energy, Spirit? Okay. Five of Swords and two more. Okay, and one more. Woo! Okay, that's a little too many. I'll take this one, but I don't know if I necessarily... You know what? Forget it. We'll take it. It's fine. You know what? No, I don't want to take it. I don't like doing three. Two is fine, but three starts to get to be too many. All right, so I'll get to this one in a second. Let's just do one more for the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Thank you. Okay, perfect. All right, so for the near future, we have you saving money or holding on tightly to something. So if this is like the near future, the Five of Swords is conflict. It's unnecessary conflict, but I'm not getting that you're going to be having or going through some kind of conflict in the future, especially not with these two cards. I'm more so getting that in the near future, you are going to have to learn or figure out some way to let what happened in the past go. Because this is good for like holding on tightly to something we care about, but when it's clarified by the Five of Swords, that kind of just means we're holding on to something that happened in the past and we need to let that go. Because you can't manifest or move forward if you're still giving all of your energy to what happened and things you can't change or things you can't do anything about. So what we can do is just learn from the past and be better in the future, right? You don't have to change who you are as a person, just be better than you have been before. I'm not saying you specifically, but I just mean all of us can always be a better version of ourselves. We don't necessarily need to change, we just need to do better than we did before, if that makes sense. So for the near future, I'm getting that you are learning to let go of conflict, of these arguments, of what happened, because this is very much a like replaying what happened over and over in your head, right? And not being able to let it go, and then it just kind of causing sadness or I like conflict in your life, which you don't really want, right? So I'm getting you are learning how to let go of the past, let go of the conflict, learn how to like let things roll off your back, which is really hard to do, especially like for me, right? Like I'm one of those people who, if I just play it over and over and over and over and over in my head, like I wish I would have said this, I should have said this. I am one of those people. So when I catch myself doing that, I'm like, stop it. Don't do that. You can't change anything. Let it go. And I have to like remind myself out loud, knock it off, let it go. It happened. It was wrong what happened to you, but you can't change it now. So stop letting it control you, right? That's kind of where we are with this. So this is what you're going to need to do to learn to stop letting what happened in the past control you and just how to move on from it. Because for the future, we have Three of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which is learning it's like collaborating with other people. It's working together with other people, a team of people on something. So maybe this is a new sense of community. If you're moving, you're meeting new people. If this is a new job, you're working with new people. This could be a relationship. This could be a divine masculine. Take it as it resonates. There's no gender in tarot. So we all have divine feminine and divine masculine within us, right? So if you're a man and I say divine masculine, just know this could be a woman. You could just be displaying opposite energies, right? So this could be, like I said, a new job, a new home, a new place to live, a new whatever, a new relationship, because the King of Cups is somebody who's very, very emotionally mature. This is somebody who's emotionally stable, somebody who has a hand over here, has a hand over here, is very balanced, is very emotionally vulnerable, right? This isn't the King of Swords. This isn't somebody who is going to keep everything bottled in and cut you off the second you're doing what you're not supposed to be. This is somebody who wants to work on it. This is somebody who listens instead of waiting. It's really hard to talk to people who don't really listen to what you're saying. You know what I mean? They're not listening. They're just thinking of what to say next. So they're thinking of what they're going to say instead of listening to what you're actually saying. That's not what this person does. So if this is a boss, this is somebody who listens, somebody who's fair, somebody who's balanced. If this is a new relationship, this is somebody who's emotionally mature, emotionally vulnerable, somebody who is willing to tell you how they feel instead of acting like it doesn't bother them until it does, and then it's a bigger problem. You know what I mean? And then the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is like financial stability, security, a relationship, a family, whatever that looks like to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a husband and a wife and kids and a dog. It could just be a husband and a wife, or a wife and a wife, or a husband and a husband. I know everybody doesn't want kids, right? So this is finding some way to let go of what happened in the past, how to be emotionally balanced and emotionally vulnerable. If this is just your energy, this is you turning into this and letting go of this, right? So this like cut off, we don't talk about our feelings, I don't care about this, like I'm just gonna bottle it all up until it bothers me and then I explode. That's not this person. So if this, again, like I said, if this is a job, a relationship, whatever it is, you're working together with other people, and the people that you're working with are they're emotionally mature, right? For I guess that's the best way I can say it. They know how to get their point across without being rude. They know how to let you know if something's bothering them without exploding. Or they know how to be in a relationship that's healthy instead of one that's toxic. You know what I mean? So then whatever this leads to this financial independence, a partnership, a family, financial security, wealth, because this is a card of wealth. Clarified by the Two of Pentacles, this is finding the balance, right? So I really like that because this guy is balanced AF. Like, he is unbothered, balanced, one hand in the bowl, one hand over here. He's got his enlightenment. He's all good. He's very balanced, right? So if this is about finances, you're figuring out how to rebuild your finances. You build it back up into wealth, but like, this isn't a thing where, if I get all this money, am I gonna fuck it up, or am I gonna lose it all? Is something gonna happen? It's not. This is you finding a balance. So you're building up the finances, building up the wealth, building up the career, and then finding a balance on how to be spiritually balanced, emotionally balanced, financially balanced, right? Because you can't be all about finances and neglect your spirituality. You can't be all about spirituality and neglect your finances. It just doesn't work. That's not the balance. So this is all about balance. So this tells me that you're finding the balance, you're letting go of what happened in the past, you're looking ahead to the future, and you're starting over and learning something new, or learning how to do things differently, or learning about somebody else, right? This could be about you getting to know somebody else. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. First of all, this is like wishes granted. So this is like emotional abundance, security, wealth, wishes granted. So right before the 10 comes the 9. So that you're going to build back up. You're going to build it up emotionally, financially. Your wishes will be granted. You're going to get some kind of partnership that you've been wanting, or some kind of financial security, wealth, and abundance. And you're going to figure out a way to keep it balanced, right? Emotionally, financially, all of it. So this looks really good for you. I think this is a good place to leave this. What I'll do is pull some numbers and some initials. And if you get either your initials, or maybe this could be the initials of the person on your mind or a future person, feel free to leave a comment and let me know how this resonates with you, because I always do love to hear that. And if you've liked this video, go ahead and give it a like if it resonated, and subscribe to my channel because it does help me connect with your energy better. All right, I don't love using, where is that one little dumb one? This one, I don't like using that one. All right, so get rid of that one, and then, all right, and we'll get some initials over here. All right, so for the numbers, we have 1, your birthday could be in January, 7, 6, 9. 6 could also be significant, though. I didn't mean to say it, but there's no such things as coincidences. And 10. All right, so we have 1, 7, 7, 9, 10. So your birthday could be January, October, take it as it resonates, 17, 19, 10, 77, 97, 91, 19 could be significant. So for the numbers, once we have 1, 7, 9, 7, 10. And then for the initials, we have F, W, H, I, another H, C, M, J, S, K, D, L, another K, another C, R, we'll do a couple more. G, another J, do one more. T. All right, so we have F, W, 2 H's, I, D, L, G, 2 C's, M, 2 J's, S, 2 K's, R, T. All right, collective, that is where I will leave this reading for you. Feel free to check back for the next one. And as always, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul.